It is ran by us. I remember when like a while back, we did a video, and the board, the two Edomites that was here, and I was like, fake Jew, learned something, and they read the title and they hit me on that shit. It was like, yo, you teaching hate speech or something. I'm like, damn. I don't know. As many times we've been here, this, that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, cut, but see, but that's what they want, man. That's exactly what they want.
Leave me alone.
You know?
No.
But
Leave
go back
me
to
alone.
the next
No. Leave me alone. Talk to you like, woo.
See, she come right here. She looking right in my face. Like, yo, you probably like 12, 13, 14 years old. What's that? They want to show up. Why? Because they see real men, man. They ain't used to seeing real men. Because what a real man do, he stands up for what he believes in, man. You know, when we believe in these scriptures, man. That's right. You know? We ain't out here for our fucking health. You know? Exactly. If it's up to us, we be in the crib, I ain't gonna lie. But the Most High, like, no. Yo, this what I ordained for y'all to do. That's right. Get your ass out there. Hit that battlefield. I gotta work all night. Good. But see, the Lord sees on it. You know?
Verse 14?
Yeah, cut.
Is that what you said? Is it on fire?
Yeah, cut. Zechariah 2, you start at verse 7.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't think so.
The point of numbers are high.
From the book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 7. Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
Right, that's why we brought out Proverbs 14 and 21. Because everything in Babylon is death. And what the people, they don't want to come up out of Babylon spiritually because they think that everything that Babylon has to offer is good, man. You know, but when the end of it is death, what you gotta do when you want to be an entertainer and all that? You gotta sacrifice this, sacrifice that, because you see them niggas on the screen and you want to be like them, not knowing that they big ass homosexuals. That's right. You know, like the group That's how the boy, he calls some savage robot. He's like, now get his butcher boy ass out of it.
Oh yeah, that's his name? You forgot his name.
Savage robot, yeah. Cut. Yo, cut, that shit.
Yo, you cut.
Cut. This are the real conspiracies, man. I'm gonna show you this shit.
Verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you.
That's right. So after the glory, he sent us to the nations that spoiled us, man.
That's right.
You know? So what is he? What's that mean? We coming out here prophesying against him, man.
That's right.
You know? And that's how you know this ain't for everybody, man. You know? It takes a hell of a man. It takes a man first and foremost to come out here and do the work. You know?
Every week.
Yeah, in and out of season, man. Consistency. Exactly, man. Winter time.
That's called integrity.
That's right, that's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's one of the first things my brother taught me on coming out here.
Yeah.
You know, being diligent and coming out. You know, doing my due diligence, you know.
That's right, They say, man, I say give diligence to make your call into the election sure, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And that's what we out here doing.
They hit that wrong, man. Because that's the type of time to be on. That's why I be saying I get smart. Because I be seeing, I'll see a fire truck before it hit the alarm. I'll see it. Or a cop car before they hit the alarm. They just hit that shit. I'll be like, yo, that's just fuck, yo.
That's saying though. But even with that, they market themselves. And in that day, Lord's will, if we be those men, they give us that power to see the niggas go through that shit. Oh, they calamities. We laughing at this shit. With that big ass. Ha ha ha, you bitch ass nigga. One of them irritating laughs.
Right.
And that make a nigga mad as shit.
Man.
That make a nigga real mad as shit.
After the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
That's right. So he that toucheth you toucheth us. Touches what? The apple of his eye, man.
That's right.
That's crazy. That's how much he hates Esau, yo. You know? And that's
how much he loves you.
Yeah, that's right, huh?
Jakes.
That's right.
Non-believers.
That's right, man.
2/3.
Them niggas, man.
The 2/3, the 1/3, and the hopeful elect.
Right, that's right, man.
You know?
That's right, huh?
You gotta know who you is.
That's right.
You gotta favor.
Right.
You gotta love and you gotta hate.
That's right.
You know?
Right.
You gotta know who you are.
Right. Now our people, they don't want to know, man. You know? They stuck in they stuck in Babylon, man. Oh man, that's how the chick at my job, man. She got her headed gray. I call her grandma. Yeah. Dyke Trump. Yeah, man. Then she got a son. So like, that son older. So you got done that bad that you hate men that much, you want to suck pussy. Like, that's crazy, man.
That's what I be asking you too, man.
Yeah, man.
So who hurt you?
Yeah.
Was it the past dude or was it your father?
Yeah.
Was it the past dude or was it your father? That's good shit.
I just don't.
Verse 9. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants.
Damn.
And ye shall know that the Lord thy God of hosts hath sent me.
Damn. No, read that last part one more time.
For the book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 9. For behold, I will shake mine hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants.
That's right. It's just like that Amalekite, that fake Jew that walked past here, man.
That's right.
That's why we out like we shaking our hand at him, man. You know?
Jew.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, tell him like you a fake Jew. And yo, he waited till he got all the way across. He a gutter rat. Then he did one of these. You know what I'm saying?
Damn ish.
Yeah, cunt, ish.
Damn something like.
Cause you a suffix. Fucking, that's what we're gonna call you.
Damn ish.
Yo, them issues.
Group of issues.
Yeah, cunt.
Fucking ish.
No, and then they can't say nothing about you saying that. Cause like you can't say anti-Semitism on that. You just called you an issue. Exactly. You a fucking ish.
You a Jew, so some shit. I ain't even gonna respect the Jew name to call you that.
That's right. But see, and now that tells you right there that what that the Lord loves us. Yeah. And they spoiled us, and they was the ones that ran the slave trade. They financed it. You know?
That's right.
They financed the whole transatlantic slave trade.
They took the money.
They bought. They actually was the ones with the bread. Like,
Take that.
And they sold. And this is how slick the motherfuckers is, man. They sold our people, which we was top stock, you could say. Like the finest of the fine, man. If you want something like if you want like they say the finer things in life and shit, you ain't got the top. If you spend, what they say, top dollar, top shelf.
Top shelf.
You know what I mean? Like if you was in the bar, like, yo, I want that, so the top shelf. And the rest of them bottles and shit. You know what I'm saying? So we was the top. And they sold us. The Africans sold us to them motherfuckers for liquor, and guns, man. And then the liquor that they gave them was watered the fuck down, man. That shit was like tap with like 90% tap with a little bit of liquor in it. So you gotta drink a hell of a lot of that shit to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. And that right there is a smack in the face in itself, man.
Right. You know? You gotta think about it. Think about it. They got all our artifacts.
Right.
Why you think they got all our artifacts?
What's this?
Because, you know what I'm saying?
No disrespect, no disrespect.
Read that right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why they got our artifacts. So when they took you, they took all your shit.
Devil Clarence.
You know what I'm saying?
talking about John. Read matter of fact, read that scripture.
What we do?
From the book of Zechariah, chapter 2, and verse 9. For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants.
Right.
And ye shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me.
It said they
Come on,
shall
Al.
be a spoil to their servants.
But Salaki, I should have read 8.
Nah, you know, who we serving right now, man?
People.
Huh?
People.
Nah, well, who the people that run the world right now?
I'm white motherfuckers.
That's right, bro. That's right. So we were their slaves, and we still are. They just took the chains off. You know what I'm saying? And they got you thinking that their society and their system is right and all that. They got us thinking that we supposed to go against each other when we all brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got so-called black men killing each other in the hood and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's telling you right here that the same way that they took us in slavery, yeah, the same way that they took us in slavery, we gonna take them in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the fucking choir and shit.
Yeah, right.
Choir boy. You see, now that's the, see that, man? Yeah. Soon as the truth start dropping and all that, yeah, here we go. Right. Slick boy. Right. You know what I mean? Satan in the mix. You know what I mean? After they cleared, it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? But they say you took knocked on my counsel. You know? But anyway, he was, give me, I'm gonna matter of fact, give me Revelation 18. Start at verse 5. Cause this the time that we coming into, and we gotta reward him. Now you see that man, the brother's ass, and he said it though, so he had some sense. But now that's Satan, cause the nigga came up the street, who they was waiting for, you know. Verse 6. Matter of fact, start at verse 5. But the boy came up the street, man, and look at him. Clearly, he's not teaching them who they are. He's stuck in Babylon just like they is. You know? Our people they got a zeal, man, but it's not of the Most High. You know? Go ahead,
From the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
That's right.
And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hath remembered her iniquities.
Now, read that one more time out.
From the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
That's right.
And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua God hath remembered her iniquities.
That's right. So, damn. It says her sins have reached up to the heavens, man. And that's talking about right here in America.
That's right.
The sins of America has reached to the heavens, man. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua ain't playing that shit with America, man. You know? So, and another way to determine their sins is you look, you got the satellites out there, then you got the homosexuality running rampant, man. Right. Like we mentioned about Will Smith's son. That's right. You know? What entertainer back then in their right mind was going to come and tell you know what I'm saying, that they had a boyfriend and all that, man? That's right. They wasn't doing that. But now they saying those things freely, man. You know? So that means that's the sins reaching up to the heavens, man. Because the Lord like, yo. And then it also tells you how he's long-suffering and patient. Because he got to sit there and look at all this stuff. He created it. So, but he also set the boundaries for that. You know? So now, but now this is how you know. That's how you gotta measure the time. You gotta measure the time. Then you know the signs of the time, and you see all these things going on. You know, you got you got transgender 5-year-olds, man. Like what type of time is that, man? You know, go ahead, bro.
Time it all, bro. Too young to be thinking about that.
That's right, man. That's right, bro. That's right.
Like, I don't mean to interrupt y'all conversation.
Go ahead, bro. We out here teaching.
You heard what they said about transgenders using their own bathroom?
Oh, yeah.
Men and women, different transgender, go in the same bathroom as one another. That's men and women using the same bathroom. That's not right. In restaurants, everything.
That's right, bro. That's confusing. So basically they're saying whatever gender you are, like whatever gender you want to be.
So basically, they
so
gotta
if you want
have
to be
4
a
bathrooms
woman,
in there.
exactly.
One for men, one for women, and one for transgender. 3 bathrooms. That's too much.
Yeah, exactly. That's confusing. You know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say. They say the Lord ain't the author of confusion.
Trump is messing up his work.
Nah, the Lord been messed up.
He paid his way in the White House. That's what I think.
Probably did. They all did.
Nah, the Lord got him in there, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord set up the kings and he takes them back. I don't know. Go ahead,
Verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you,
that's right.
and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she has filled to her double.
Yeah, so all the things that she did to the Israelites, the 12 tribes on that side,
That's right.
and the confusion of faces, you supposed to give it back to her.
Come.
Because the Lord don't forget nothing, man.
That's right.
You know?
Nothing.
Just what you say, 2,000 years ago, Yahweh Shai was walking the scene when they called Jesus Christ. That was 2,000 years ago, right? One day to the Lord is 1,000 years. So that's why he was here 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? So you think he forgot about that fast? And when you go out into the out there, it ain't no time like how they measure time here on Earth and all that. They don't got no time like that. Because right here you got different time zones. Out there, ain't no time zone. You know? They running crazy tonight, man. So the double. So now what they say? They had us in slavery. They going to slavery. They killed our kids. Their kids going to be killed. You know? Let's say happy to see the bastards, the little ones on stone. You're going to be the way they whooped our backs and did all that stuff to us in slavery. When we get in the kingdom, we're going to be doing the same. And that's scripture. And that's also prophecy.
The scripture got it, bro.
Right there, we read that again. Start from the top. Start from you first started.
From the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
Yeah, he remember her iniquity. So when you remember the iniquity, you pay him back. That's the iniquity, that's the sin. Right? They did them people in that sign wrong. Go ahead, bro.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
So reward her even as she rewarded you. So how did they reward us when we got to this country? What they do to us in slavery? That's how they rewarded us, man.
Eating us.
Yeah, that's how they rewarded us. That's what it means. Reward her. Beat us, hang us, rape us. That's right, man. That's right, bro. But what's the first thing they tell you? Yo, I don't think those slaves. Why you gotta think about the past? The Most High says He requires the past, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want you to forget about the past, because you know the Lord. If you start thinking and dwelling on those things, the Lord's gonna open up your mind, man, and put that spirit on you to read this book. You know? And then start teaching. Start teaching something.
Because one thing I had to say to somebody is that you keep going off what people say, you read it yourself.
That's right, man.
That's you're never gonna know what's in this book. People gonna keep being surprised in scriptures because they're not reading it themselves. Like, you're gonna keep being surprised at what's in here because you're not reading it yourself. I tell my homie that he was getting mad and he was telling me, yeah, I read this, I read that. Then how come every time I pull something for you, you surprised at what I said?
Exactly.
How come every time I say something to you, right? That's how come every time I say something to you, how come every time I say something to you, you make it seem like I made it up? No, I'm not making it up. It's actually in there. You making stuff up. You saying?
That's why I tell you, never trust our enemies.
That's right.
You know?
Like one time, I was at my pastor's wife funeral.
Oh, you go to church?
Yeah.
What church you go to, man?
The Christian Center.
Oh, man. If I was you, I'd get up out of there, bro. I'm telling you, man. The Christian church, you know what the word Christian means, man? Yeah, you go to church. You call yourself a Christian, so you should know that.
I make some Sundays. I don't go like
bro,
that.
I would miss all Sundays. I'm telling you,
First
bro.
Amendment.
Yeah, bro, right. And we going in the scriptures, but nah, what you think the word Christian is?
Your soul is in God.
Huh?
Your soul is in God.
That means it goes back to who y'all call Christ, That word goes back. You can go back to the Greek. That word means Christos, which is anointed. And if you go back to the Hebrew, which that's where you want to look up words, so you go all the way back to the Hebrew. That word is Hamashiach, which means anointed. So they call who you call Jesus Christ. That's not his name because the J is only 500 years old. His name is Yahweh Shai, right? And they was calling him the anointed one. So that's where you get that Jesus Christ from. So it's actually Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Which Yahweh Shai means Yah meaning he. Yahweh Shai means the deliverer. Because he's going to deliver his people. You know what I'm saying? And we the people that he's going to deliver. You know?
That's right.
But that's where that whole Christian come from. And when they started calling the disciples Christians and all that, the people, the church, were like, yo, he's a follower of Christ. No, they started calling them the anointed ones. Why? Because they follow the same doctrine as Yahweh Shai, which is the correct doctrine out of the Bible.
That's right.
You know? But the church will teach you all types of things. They'll tell you to shave, tell you the law's done away with. Nah, man. The Old Testament, this, the New. No, you got things in the Old Testament. Matter of fact, grab Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. I'm going to prove something to you. And this ain't never happened yet, but it's coming. And this is what you would call the Old Testament. And these are the times that we living in right now, man.
The Daniel chapter
12 and 1, brother, please.
From the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
Right, so stand for them people right there on the side. Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble,
There you go.
which as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
So look, it says it's going to be a time of trouble even since there was a nation. So has that happened yet? When do you think that happened? Oh, it said, read that with my tongue.
And at that time,
listen.
and at that time,
I just came to the bar.
Nah, you good, brother. I'm sorry to have a little stick.
and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
So has Michael, that angel, stood up for his people yet? Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, which as never was since there was a nation, even to that time.
That's right. Keep on.
And at that time thy people shall be delivered.
So, that's the part I wanted to. So it said, at that time our people shall be delivered. Those people right there, your people, the Israelites. So you're going to have, exactly, yeah, have we been delivered out of America? Exactly. So this ain't happened yet. And that's the Old Testament, which the church will tell you. You know what I'm saying? Go ask a pastor to break that down to you. He'll be like, if I look at you like, you know what, son? You're dismissed from this church. Don't come back. Yeah. Don't never come back. Cause you a demon. You looking for the truth.
Like my eyes church, they spend more time talking about their life. My pastor spend more time talking about his drug life.
See that? Yeah.
Than the Bible life.
That's right, brother. Yeah, exactly.
Probably why he reminisce so hard.
Like one time he said he was taking a needle, heavy cocaine in.
Oh snap! Check it out. Go ahead, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
He said his best friend told him, you keep sticking that needle in your arm, you're gonna make it to live to see 21. He told him every day. He said, tell me why I wound up preaching at his funeral. That's a clear warning.
Yeah.
That's a clear warning. Drop the needle.
Nah, you know they try to teach you prosperity. There ain't no prosperity, man. Matter of fact, this why he talking about. Grab Isaiah 29 and 9.
Got this?
Yeah, we can drop that. Yeah, 29 and 9. Yeah, we almost got it. 9 o'clock.
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine.
Right.
They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Right. So when it says they drunk, but not with wine, they drunk off of that doctrine that they teach of the church. You know what I'm saying? The different doctrines. And them doctrines came, matter of fact, what that pop? Nah, keep that still. Let's get back. Because look, the reason why they teach those doctrines is because the so-called white man started that shit. So they teach you John 3:16. When it tells you that, you think everybody's gonna be saved? You think everybody gonna be saved? It's not. Just like the people that, like we read that scripture earlier, Revelations, what was that, 1 and 7? Revelations 1 and 7. You think Yahweh Shah is coming back to deliver the people that pierced him, man? He ain't coming back to talk, man. He coming back to for destruction. But now look, I'm gonna read this to you real fast. These are the dudes that started those different doctrines. So you got John Smith created the Baptist religion in 1608. And that's an Edomite man, which is the so-called white man. He started the Baptist religion. He created it. So you go to church and you got what? That's one of the main churches for us. Baptist. The Baptist church, right? You got Charles Parham created the Pentecostal religion. And that was in 1901. Then you got Joseph Smith created the Mormon religion, which was in 1830. You got what's that? Charles Taz Russell created the Jehovah's Witnesses in 1872, and William Miller created the Seventh-day Adventists in 1863. So that basically rounds up all the religions in one, man. You got Catholics, but the Catholic Church was started by who? The Israelites, man. That's right. They was wicked Israelites.
Y'all got a book I can read?
The Bible.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Or you watch the YouTube channel. Watchmen, Philadelphia.
I'm trying to look outside the book. Man, what do you say?
Seeking ye shall find.
You shall find. That's right, man. Search the scriptures, man.
That matter of fact, it says, "Blessed is he that readeth." Man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So the pastor, like you said, all he do is talk about what? His drug life. And that's what churches do. They read. One we was talking about that earlier.
It's been an hour on his life.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be like, yo, I want you to open your Bible.
And all of us thinking,
you know
Pastor, read out the Bible.
Exactly.
Don't just talk about your life.
But
read out the Bible.
But they trying to give you what? That false sense of hope. Because America's about to be destroyed. And they do a lot about the money and shit.
Right, yeah.
They teach about that. So they'll be like, yo, man, matter of fact, what's one, man? Let's say Daniel in the lion's den.
Right.
They were like, yeah, Daniel was in the lion's den, and the Lord delivered him out of there. Yeah. Just like he could deliver you from them drugs, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You want to get out
you broke, you in debt. He could deliver you from that like he did Daniel.
You want to get out of the lion's den? Put your towels in there. Get that plate.
That collection pay go around 3-4 times in my church, and the church is only an hour.
Yo, they be like this. Yeah, Reverend. Yeah.
He talking about his life. He need to be talking about myself and Howard.
That's right, man.
That's right. That's we need to talk about.
Matter of fact,
there's many prophets in here to talk about. You know, we was talking about Nehemiah last time.
Come. Yeah,
we need to bring out Joseph.
That's right.
Know? We need to bring out Habakkuk.
Yeah, Zephaniah.
There's too many people in here. There's too many good prophets to talk about. Job, all of them. There's too many prophets to talk about to just keep talking about your life when it's not even written in this book.
Right. You know, and all he's doing is
being deceitful and it's being blasphemous because this book wasn't written for nothing.
That's right.
It's being blasphemous. You
you don't keep taking accountability and make it seem like you're the example when the examples are written in here.
You know, the ultimate example is Yahweh Shai.
It's Yahweh Shai. That's why I started with him.
That's right, bro.
When we started talking about Mashiach Yahweh Shai, I was like, read his life. It's three books in here. You know, no, the whole book. I'm just saying, as far as as far as when he was born.
Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's in all angles, you know. So it's like it's too much going on in here for me to keep, you know, worrying about what you're doing. I didn't come here to know about your life. You know what I'm saying? You're not a prophet that the Most High ordained. If you was, you'd be in this book. Like, if you was, you'd be in this book. You know?
And you know, all the prophets is back here right now, man.
Like, you know, so
they just don't know who they are.
So
they on the streets teaching.
Look, you want a book to read? Look, pick any one of these ones. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a lot of books.
There's a lot of books. This is a book of books that you can read. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just take your pick. You know, and
but when you do, you gotta have the right breakdowns and all that.
But Khan, the only thing you do gotta have a breakdown.
Watch the Apostles of Greek Millstone.
Khan, yeah, go to the page and watch that. But my point speed, because my point I be trying to tell people is that y'all don't know these stories, y'all don't know these times, the places, the events. Like how you said to John 3:16.
That's right, bro.
They don't know that. Most people don't know that he wasn't talking to nobody but the Israelites. So